Are there particular people or information sources that you would recommend for an entrepreneur to read, to listen, to watch? Nowadays, there's so many sources of information to stay up on all things small business borrowing.
So, well, it's funny that you're asking me that because usually Blue Ridge is where I send a significant amount of folks. Mountain BizWorks, another great resource. And then industry specific, in this day and age, if you are wanting to open, a mechanics shop, you can very specifically research that and use that kind of industry information to build your business plan. Local Chamber of Commerce, another great resource as far as learning what is active in the type of business that you're wanting to run here in Hendersonville. And just depending upon what it is, I would think that resources would be almost unlimited as far as what you can access online. But I think for me, the biggest thing, especially if it's a new business and if it's a new concept to someone, really having a solid business plan, or at least the framework of one, is what you kind of need before you go to the step of a bank. It's we certainly want to try to discuss ideas and opportunities with anyone, but it does have to be vetted and realistic, and maybe you've at least put the legwork in to kind of hammer it out a little bit to know what you're looking for. If that makes sense.
And for a potential entrepreneur, and they're getting to that point where that business plan is about ready to be put out there, would you recommend they come to a bank first, or would you recommend they talk to somebody about their possibilities? Because we know there's a number of different potential lenders.
Sure.
I remember in my history, I had someone say, the bank is the gold standard. If you can get your funding from a bank, that's a great place to really go. But not everybody can get there, and not everybody, when they get there, are really bankable in the true sense. How do you view that for the entrepreneur? Should they come to the bank first? Should they do something different before they come to the bank? Or what would you recommend for a process of getting started?
Yeah, I would think when it comes to like developing the idea and the plan, then the resources we discuss would be fantastic. Maybe it's because I'm a banker, but I think most people would agree, if you can get a bank loan, that's probably your best bet. And then the good opportunity that a bank also offers, like I said, is our partnership with SBA, our direct connections with the Small Business Center and other areas. If we don't see it as an immediately conventionally bankable loan, then usually we can at least help you find the right path, right? Take a next step. And when I say the business plan needs to be solid, it needs to be solid in that it is thought out. And then we can help guide you on what potential loan framework might look like, when you're filling out your cash flow numbers and things like that. So you don't necessarily we don't expect you to know that going into it. That's when maybe a midpoint conversation just to say, this is what my plan is. And then, we're always happy to help you figure out that next best step.